Greetings, I'm Salvador Cordova. Welcome to the Evidence and Reasons for the Christian Faith YouTube channel. I'm making this announcement in case I get deplatformed. We're aware of the Christian Voice and conservatives being deplatformed from a variety of social media outlets, and last night one of my channels was deplatformed. So to my loyal viewers and subscribers, I'd like to suggest that in case I get deplatformed, you can still stay in touch with me and my work through the evidenceandreasons.org website. Just remember, www.evidenceandreasons.org, just one word. So, some recent developments have caused me to reconsider reaching out to the public through YouTube. Some recent developments have caused me to consider the continued use of YouTube to reach out to the public. What happened, one of my channels that had only 17 subscribers, where I gave lectures on chemistry, math, and physics, was terminated by YouTube. This was the message I got last night. This account, excuse me, let me move this out of the way. This account has been terminated due to multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy against spam, deceptive practices, and misleading content or other terms of service violations. So, who determines what is spam, deceptive practice, and misleading content? Who is an authority to make that decision and to say that I was spamming or making deceptive practices? Don't we have something like free speech to try to resolve these things? So, thankfully, I had some investment in this channel. I recorded my videos, and I didn't spend too much time building it out, but now I'm feeling it was mostly a waste. So I'm going to rehost my lessons on chemistry, physics, and math, probability, biology on my website. I don't know exactly how that's going to be done. So, yeah, that was that's what happened to me last night. And I apologize to all the subscribers and those who visited my chemistry and math and physics and biology lectures. I suppose it was intolerable to certain parties that I was promoting the idea that scientific discoveries in the 21st century are favorable to intelligent design, creationism, and the Christian faith. Perhaps the outrage that I said was that I felt that free content I was giving was worth more than an entire bachelor's degree at certain universities in disciplines in programs such as certain social science disciplines of questionable scholarly value. But since I was reluctant to name names, I don't care anymore. This was Duke University. They charged $300,000 roughly to award a diploma in gender studies. If you've seen some of the drivel that is generated by gender studies and compare it to the study of, like, say, chemistry, which is the central science, or physics, which is the foundational science, I think one can conclude that the free content I was giving was more valuable to society and individuals than the drivel being dished out at $300,000 per degree at Duke University. So maybe that was intolerable for me to point out kind of the real scams that are going on in academia. So I was also given this, in addition to that message, I was given this email message to boot. It said spam, scams, or commercially deceptive content are not allowed on YouTube. And I was like, okay, I didn't make any money off of this. The content was free of charge, and with only 17 subscribers, I can't monetize anything. I didn't have any link on my channel to Patreon or PayPal or whatever. And so I don't know what they're complaining about. I have a feeling someone had been reporting it. And so what's going to happen? Some YouTube administrator is going to be reading all the false allegations of people reporting my videos, and he's going to make a decision. So teaching chemistry, physics, math in a way that shows evolutionary theory and abiogenesis theory are pseudoscience is considered a scam by YouTube. So this tells me I should not waste too much time on YouTube, where hundreds or even thousands of hours of work can be crushed at the whim of some YouTube employee responding to false allegations. That's just too much risk for the use of God's time. And I haven't resolved how we're going to get around this, but this was known before the foundation of the world. These problems were known to God. And we just have to try to work around them, because it says in Ephesians, God has prepared good works for us before the foundation of the world. There will be, his truth will continue marching on. So that's about all I have to say. I want to acknowledge everyone who has participated in this live stream. And so I'll keep you posted. But in case this channel gets shut down, and thankfully it hasn't been shut down yet, go to www.evidenceandreasons.org. I also put it in the video description for however long this channel is up. Now, that website is not yet built up. So I'm thinking over the next 2 weeks, I'm probably going to cut down some of my YouTube video activities, obviously. And I'm going to go to, I'm going to be focusing on building up my website, where it's going to be a lot harder to be deplatformed. I'm sure there are ways that they can deplatform me that way too, but at least YouTube will not be able to deplatform me. And I want to thank all the people that have supported me, and it's been an honor to serve you. Now, if we're still up and running this evening or even tomorrow, I have a pre-recorded 30-minute or so video on the problem of evil. So I love you guys, and I want to thank you all for a heartfelt thanks for your support. Now, I do, as a side note, my mother was gravely ill this over the last couple of months, or several months. In fact, I wasn't sure she was going to be with us through the Christmas holidays. She's 94 years old, and even little infections that someone much younger would be able to just brush off and just be inconvenienced by could be fatal at her age. She had a urinary tract infection and was developing antibiotic resistance. And so we were running out of options. But someone I met through my intelligent design connections through Dr. Sanford, Dr. Joe DeWeese, he is an associate professor of biochemistry at Lipscomb and an adjunct professor at Vanderbilt Medical School. He got me in touch with one of his colleagues who talked about bacterial adhesion. And it turns out there is a substance known as this carbohydrate D-mannose that prevents the bacteria from adhering to the urinary tract, what they call the urothelium cells. And it's a very simple cure. It originated from kind of a home cure of cranberry juice. They seem to know that cranberry juice does seem to help urinary tract infections, what they call UTI. And they found the substance was D-mannose. I gave it to her last week. She started, I had to carry her. I had to carry her out of her recliner, out of her bed to take her to the bathroom and back. It was just hard. I gave her that substance. That that very evening, that very next morning, she got up and walked, and now she's able to talk again. So all this to say how much I love this community and how much I appreciate the prayers and well wishes for my mother and I. And God willing, this community, this fellowship we've had on the YouTube channel, it will continue to exist. It may not be on YouTube. We'll see where it goes. So God bless you. You all are in my thoughts and prayers, my dearly beloved Christian brothers and sisters. So take care, and Lord willing, we'll see each other somewhere. Take care.